Welcome to Mango Bay. Today we're talking about the end of history for the Taliban. Taliban being down bad. Okay, having to stuck in an office. Usama getting into fights at shitty bars in the village.
I'm on the streets.
Yeah, he's out there in the street, spreading around monkeypox. And then, of course, we end by talking about Shamima Begum, the ex-ISIS bride, trying to make her return to the UK. Of course, you got to be a Patreon person to hear all of this and more. We love y'all.
It's a fun one.
It's a fun one. Very fun one.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay. Mango Bay. Mango Bay. Mango Bay. Your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay.
Mango.
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay, guys.
Welcome to Mango Bay.
I belong to like a gay Muay Thai gym too.
Yeah.
Shouts to Big Bear Muay Thai.
That's the gayest thing ever.
But it's like the coach isn't gay. It's
Is
just
it like instead of black belt, yellow belt, they have like otter, bear,
no, it's not black belt.
Yeah.
It's like fuchsia belt.
fuchsia, every
Magenta belt.
every color.
And the highest belt you get is rainbow.
It's rainbow. Yeah.
But like it's not even like everyone there is gay either.
Yeah.
It's just like a very gay, queer friendly. I remember at one point the coach put up like a trans flag.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And like a straight guy in the class was like gang gang, and I just died inside of laughter. And then immediately the flag fell down.
Dude, well, when it's very gay, it's Muay Thai.
It's
You know what I'm
Muay
saying?
Thai.
It's Muay Thai.
Thai boy.
Thai is the gayest thing on earth, you know?
And it was it's really funny because
I love it. I love that.
It is. It's a great gym. I've fucking gotten a lot out of it. And the thing I realized about doing a martial art at a gay or queer friendly gym is that it's great for both queer people who get to defend themselves, right?
Yeah.
And learn how to protect their community.
Yeah.
But it's also great for homophobes because then you get to just wail on queer people a bunch. You know, it's kind of a win-win for everybody. I think it solves society's problems in a big way.
I feel like gay Muay Thai always ends up becoming
Gay
jiu-jitsu.
Thai? It should just be called gay
It
Thai.
all becomes grappling at the end of it. Hey guys, this is not the right sport. You guys stop fucking each other.
Time for a little ground clinching. I'm ready for a little ground.
This is not jujitsu.
I'm ready for a little ground and pound.
Always going to the mat, this guy. Always going to the mat,
Well,
this
it
guy.
does. The class after mine is
Yeah.
then BJJ.
Okay.
Is blowjob jujitsu.
Ultimate fighting cocks.
It is technically an MMA gym, I guess.
I love how as the day goes on, it gets gayer and gayer. Is that what's going on?
I think that is. It's you go into BJJ.
By then, it's just professional
and then
cock fucking.
then
It's just butt sex
It's just
101.
pure frottage, midnight frottage class. And listen, I love it though. I do love it. It's the people there are all great people.
I love it.
The coaches are great, and I've learned a lot.
Oh yeah,
You know?
like where the prostate is.
Exactly.
and,
I've learned how to milk a prostate with my roundhouse dick.
it's all the momentum.
I know how to teep with 2 fingers.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Joe Liz had a joke kind of about this. He's like, he started jiu-jitsu, and he's like, one thing I learned was how turned I am by men. And it's like, men are hot, dude. And here's the thing. It's like, it's fine to people are like, oh, fighting's gay. It's like, yeah, it is. And that's great. It's like, what's gayer than 2 men trying to like actually subjugate one another for real? And that's a beautiful thing. And you're going to fucking fuck a dude.
Yeah, that's the end of it. It's wonderful, actually. It's the end of gender in a weird way. It's the end of sexuality to have a class like that.
I'm watching a show online.
Because all the conflicts are resolved and then it all dissolves into fucking in a weird way.
Bro,
it could.
Fucking
it has
is the
potential.
genderless activity. But that is the most gendered activity as well.
It's true.
I'm watching the show on Netflix called The Physical 100. It's a bunch of.
I've heard about this.
Oh, it's like a Pornhub for P, right? It's like every hot Korean ever,
Oh, wow. Females included?
females included, trying to find the best physique, right? And it's basically they're trying to create this reality show of like every like, it's all in line, kill or be killed. But it's Korean culture, right? So
Right.
everyone's like,
And they all have bangs.
they bang. And they're like, I cannot wait to kill my. But they're also polite.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful thing. Because America, it's all like, I'll fucking kill him in his sleep, and it's like a show about like Love Island or something.
Yeah.
But and they try to bring that model to other cultures. But
What is it called? Power 100?
the physical 100.
Physical 100.
The Power 100 is the gay version of that show.
The Physical 100 is already the gay version.
It's so gay.
its own gay version
It's
of
so gay. It's a
itself.
bunch of Koreans
That sounds like
hanging out.
a karaoke bar. The
Yeah.
Physical
100.
100.
Yeah.
That's kind of sound like that.
Dude, it's such a goofy show, dude. It's a bunch. Check it out. Check it out, actually.
Okay.
It's I think you'll dig.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to do it. Yeah.
Jump
check it
story.
out.
Let's jump into it.
What do you got for me?
Um,
You've been out in these streets now.
I'm back in, dude.
You're going through a breakup, so
Yeah.
you are for the streets. Your dick is basically a public utility now.
I itemize it on my taxes. Yeah, I'm subsidizing my day. It's it happened a while ago, so I'm good. But I'm fully, there was a date a couple of days ago, and I went to this place called Analog, and it was like this wine bar, right? And we're just the girl and I hanging out. There's me and my friend, and then friend has a girl. I'm hanging out with the girl.
This is a double date.
Basically double date.
Okay.
And me and the girl are hanging out, good vibes, laughter abound. All of a sudden, we see like some hubbub on the side, and basically, it's like a white guy and a black guy who are like work at the place. And the black guy walks up to us, and he's like, "Yeah, sorry guys, we saw you guys. You guys seem a little too inebriated, and we're not going to serve you." And we were actually not even drunk.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I think it was like one laugh happened, and I did one of those, and it's a wine bar, I guess. And they were like,
wine bar.
What
too.
a-
Wow, you got 86 from a wine bar.
or
That's
or a
hilarious.
cocktail lounge, something. And they were like, "Yeah,
You've had too many Zinfandels,
Yeah,
sir.
it's
You're
a little
bit-
much.
You're getting a little bit out of
it's
control.
a little crazy."
What a bunch of cucks.
Yeah, it
True-
was
truly.
so fucking lame. Dude. It was so fucking lame. And what's so interesting is because like I think the white guy was gonna come and the black guy stopped him. Like, we don't need this PR move. You know what I'm saying? And so the black guy came up.
Yeah.
Because we were the white guy coming in like, hey, brown fucks.
So were you guys all brown at the table?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
all brown. It was all brown.
Okay.
And dude, the level of quickness turned into a white woman. I said it. I was like, "Where's your fucking manager?" I said it to her. I was like, "Hey, what is this? What's going on here? What's going on? What?" I tried to play the race card so quick. I was like,
Yeah.
"You guys are killing us.
Yeah.
You guys I changed accents. You guys are ending our lives."
You're cock blocking
you're
us from Bob's and
Always,
Vagine.
dude. This is the reason we don't come.
Yeah.
And dude, it was like this, and it was so crazy because it was like I couldn't even imagine, why this would happen. We're just laughing, having a good time. We got thrown out.
This Bob and Vagine blocker came up.
Oh, dude, it
You
was
got Vagine blocked.
It was a good vibe, good bar, dude. When you're a guy on a date, trying to create a good vibe is like the whole thing. Once you're in there, then you're playing. But the way to create a new vibe, and the bar we ended up the next bar was called Down the Hatch, which
This
is
is
where
the West Village.
yes.
Okay.
So this is where herpes was invented.
Yeah, that's the broiest, shittiest bar on earth.
Dude, so we walk in, and the other girl, we could see getting hopped up a little bit because the environment.
Not your girl.
No, the other girl. So we're walking by. She picks up a ping pong ball and just throws it at a girl. And then the girl is like, "What?" And then his dude comes, like activates like a gargoyle, right?
Yeah.
Just like, and then almost fights us because the ping pong ball randomly. So we're going from Analog, which is like this fucking wine bar.
Yeah, you were too uncouth for that place.
to a place, and we come in down the hatch, and it's goddamn.
By the way, guys, boycott Analog.
Oh,
DM
dude.
them,
Oh my
flood their
God.
DMs
How
with
could you?
with.
Hey, you guys always come at us when we're doing
obloquy.
Muslim stuff. How about you guys take that energy and fucking move it to Analog right now?
Right.
Fucking Uncle DMs, bro. It was so weird. We went to the down the hatch. She just something about environment made her a little crazy, and this woman started throwing ping pong.
Your
balls.
girl or your friend's girl?
Friend's girl.
Okay.
And then almost got into a fight. with like 2 or 3 dudes.
Okay.
But one of them was like Asian and kind of skinny, and he was
Okay.
He was kind of like making it, trying to.
You know, he might know gay tie.
You know what? Gay tie, and that's, oh, dude, it was so gay tie. What was going on there? Basically started like, kind of pushing, and this white girl, this friend's girl, started just laughing, started just like cackling, loving the chaos.
Yeah.
And the only way we stopped, there was one moment where I was just like doing this. I was like doing the hand thing, like in a movie, just like stop. And we were fine. We didn't get fucking beat. But like down the hatch, immediately 2 seconds in, down the hatch almost became like a fucking rodeo.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
How did it resolve?
I was like, bro, you're Asian.
Shut up.
And he was like, oh yeah. We just talked it out and it was all good. And then the main thing was that the girl had no idea she was doing anything wrong. She was just like, yeah, whatever, I'll fuck her up.
Yeah, who are the like retarded girls? Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Retarded.
One
bitches
was like, yeah, I'll fuck
that you're
her
out
up. I'll fuck her up.
Oh, was she like a hood like Queen's
White
Bengali
girl,
or something?
brown hair, septum ring.
So this is your girl or your
No,
friend's girl?
friend's girl.
Oh, this is a white girl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's 2 brown guys and 2 white girls.
Yeah. No. One brown guy, one black guy, one brown girl.
No, you.
Yeah, what?
your crew.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
One brown guy, one black guy, one brown girl, one white girl.
Okay, so it's you and a black guy.
Yeah.
Not 2 brown guys.
But I'm not. This black doesn't mean he's like down to. I mean, this guy was like
you comic?
artistic black. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it.
What? No. But in that same vein,
I'm trying to see who this,
dreads, colored dreads. My guy, good guy. And after that incident, he wouldn't even want to, because he was winging me too. And so after that, he was winging really well before that. And then after the ping pong incident, he was kind of like, I'm done with this. Right. And I had to like hold him back, like, dude, fucking please, it's okay, don't worry about it.
The girl sounds retarded.
It was crazy. She's, the white girls who like grew up in Queens are just fucking belligerent.
Okay, so she's from Queens. She's
Something like, or Indiana. I think she's from Indiana or something like that.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
there.
She's from Indiana, which is like, those people have no
And
laws.
you were with what? Just a brown girl? Was she chill?
Awesome person. Awesome, great person. And they're both great people, but like these Indiana whites, bro, they're always looking to get into some corn-fed fuck fights,
Yeah, they think they have something to prove. Not that they're in the big city. They're like, I have a personality.
100%.
I'm zippy.
But their personality was like bales of hay, moving bales of hay in a farm.
They're like, look at me. I'm for the city, guys. I belong here.
But those people have like farm strength too.
Look at my septum ring. Look at my attitude. I have like a
septum.
real attitude.
Septum used to mean something. Septum used to mean something, dude.
It used to mean that, you were like cattle and somebody was pulling you along to your arranged marriage, in fucking East Africa or something, that or by your 8th neck ring or whatever.
That's what it is, dude.
Oh
my God, that little pimp handlebar when the girls have it.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was a night. It was fucking attacks from all sides, all parts of society.
That's great, man.
But it was fun. It was good.
Love that.
Yeah.
Super. I'm proud of you.
The streets, bro.
Yeah, you're really regressing out here.
Yeah,
That's what I've noticed.
I'm not even a human being anymore.
You're coming in with that old, this is like 2019, 2020 energy that you're bringing where you're just all like, you don't have, your words are all straight. You're coming in like with dyslexic speech patterns where you're just like confusing objects. Like, hey, pass me that monkey wrench. I'm like, you mean sandwich? Monkey wrench sandwich.
Dude, it's the New York. I'm back in the New Yorkness.
Yeah, you're fucking yourself retarded.
You know,
as we mentioned before. I think it's good. It's a special time for you.
It's a cleansing.
It's a cleansing.
It's a cleansing.
Okay.
I mean, we both have this.
Mm-hmm.
We both have this thing.
Yeah.
Where like if too much balance is bad for us.
I know. No, it's like I get cagey when I'm too healthy and I'm too happy.
Yeah.
It's like that itself is not enough of an equilibrium, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And this is an interesting segue because do we want to talk about the Taliban?
We'll get into it, sure.
Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Because this is kind of the crisis that the Taliban is now facing right now, right? Our first item that we want to talk about today is the Taliban is kind of facing its own end of history moment, right? Where they've conquered the world. They've beaten 2 huge superpowers, the Soviet Union and now the United States, and now they're fucking bored, right? There was a recent report that came out by some place called the Afghanistan Analytics Institute or some shit.
Which is the guy named Ahmad or something. You know?
Exactly. It's like the one guy who can read in Afghanistan, who can read and write in both English and whatever.
His eyes go left to right, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's the one guy without strabismus
Yeah.
in Afghanistan, and now apparently the Taliban are very bored with their lives. So let's
Yeah.
pull up the article and get some notes on it. This is like similar.
So basically, what happened is the Taliban, they're now kind of faced with some ennui,
Yeah.
because they're all working office jobs now.
They're all working office jobs, right?
You
They've conquered 2 empires in a row.
In a row, within 2 generations.
And these are fights they didn't even start, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't even start these fights. Here's a quote from it. They range in age from 24 to 32, spent between 6 and 11 years in the Taliban. As commanders, snipers, deputy commander, 2 fighters. This is the sample of the people there. Now they've all secured jobs. These are people who are out setting off bombs, skirmishing, roaming the countryside on horseback, fucking up U.S. and allied forces.
And now they're like, it's somebody's birthday.
exactly. At the office, Now they're a bunch of low T.
Hey, who's stealing my hummus?
Yeah.
Who's stealing my kebab? It's like the same bullshit.
And now they're all addicted. They basically, if this is the Americans have won in the sense that now the Taliban are basically them.
Yeah.
Where they're just stuck in offices, low T, addicted to being online, like a bunch of fucking losers. Getting no sunshine, no
it's great.
vitamin
It's
D,
great.
no fresh air, stuck in offices.
Dude, there's a story in Fargo, the show, exactly like this. The guy like shoots everybody, kills all the fucking drug dealers, and at the end they put him in a room with a typewriter. Hey, you're here now. You won. Winning the battle means you live in the capitalist system now, and which sucks.
Which sucks, dude. It's like you need struggle in your life.
There's gonna be like an Afghani version of The Office now, right? It's the same Taliban version of The Office, right? It's about their ennui, right? So he's like, first it was la 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 la. Now it's la 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 la. Load the printer, Abdul. Come on, man.
And Jim, the Jim character, is gonna set off prank IUDs.
But when someone gets blown up, he just looks at the camera like. He sees Pam. He's like, "What are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you
Go
doing?
home. What are you doing here?"
Who put my gun in the jello mold?
There's like a boy walks in, delivery boy. He's like, "So the office cutie just showed up." Oh man.
Dude, they've subjugated all the women.
Yes.
They've subjugated all the empires. Like, what do you do? It's the king's dilemma.
That's the thing, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right?
Here's the thing is like, you hear them talking too, and he's like, they're like, "Yo, we miss jihad. We miss jihad." And
Yeah, dude.
It was a fun time.
Let's get some quotes. They're talking about traffic. They're talking about shitty office wages. They're basically victims of neoliberalism now. I haven't brought my family to Kabul, Omar Mansour said. The rent of houses is very high for us since our salary is no more than 15,000 Afghans, $180. That's shit. Which is fully sufficient for their home in the countryside, but not for Kabul. Also, apparently there's crime in Kabul. I'm like, who is the Taliban scared of?
Dude, I love how Kabul is now the metropolis. It's a shit.
exactly.
It's blown up.
Exactly.
The big city life in Kabul, nothing is there. What you saying? Like, what? It's like y'all have done. I guess there's other bigger Taliban people or what?
8 to 4. They're all bureaucrats now. I'm sort of happy with my job, but often miss the time of jihad.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are Taliban bad right now.
Taliban
Big
bad.
time.
Tell down bad, dude.
During that time, every minute of our life was counted as worship, he said.
Yeah.
We used to live among the people. Many of us have now caged ourselves in our offices and palaces, abandoning that simple life. I'm very concerned about our mujahideen. The real test and challenge was not during the jihad. Rather, it's now. That time it was simple, but now things are complicated. We're tested by cars, positions, wealth, and women. Many of our fighters, God forbid, have fallen into these seemingly sweet but actually bitter traps. This is fucking insane.
I mean, can you teach a soldier Excel? You know what I'm saying? Can you teach?
that is the real
That's
struggle.
the question.
There's nothing more oppressive than an Excel spreadsheet.
You know?
Okay.
Because back then, in their lives, merge cells didn't mean B1 to A1.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, oh, guys, Abu Ghraib's going to become bigger now. We're going to merge some cells, right?
Yeah.
This is real shit. You know, I told Pete before the podcast, I'm like, they are this close to all starting podcasts. You know,
I was saying.
that's the final step
They
of these.
need to be listening to Mango Bay.
They'll be like, yeah, right?
You know?
They'll find Mango Bay, make their own podcast.
Exactly.
Welcome
Taliban.
to Talibanter. Whatever, but yeah.
Taliban.
No food bay. Blank bay, because there's no food there. There's no food. What's the national food of Afghanistan?
The national food, like
Dust.
rations.
Rations.
You know?
Yeah, fucking the smoothie packets at the airport.
I think for they're like pulao.
Oh, raisins.
Raisins and pulao.
Everything's dried up there.
Yeah.
It's all prunes.
It's true.
Although Afghan pulao in Astoria is pretty fucking sick.
I'm sure it's delicious, actually.
sure.
Like, real talk. I'm sure
sure.
it's incredibly good. It is like the fucking crossroads of Asia.
But dude, the Afghan cuisine, though, you'll be like, where are your veggies? It's like, have you seen the 2 carrots and the 2 raisins? You cannot even catch that. That's a full balanced diet. Jesus Christ. The 2 worst vegetables.
Yeah. Joe, you got something?
I was just gonna say this is a great example of it's like the Taliban really peaking in high school.
Yeah, exactly. It's so true, dude. Now it's like what I used to be the fucking captain of the football team. Fucking mad little boys.
All the jocks.
Yeah,
All
you
the
know.
jocks.
Now I'm here working at fucking Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's fucking great.
that's like what it is,
Luckily,
though.
Enterprise Rent-A-Car has the same colors as Saudi Arabia, so they're still good. It's still green-white.
It's wild. I mean, like, what is next for them, right? What is next? Like, because like they've already conquered society. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, there's nothing left for them to really.
Well, they're realizing really quickly is that society sucks. That's
Yes.
the thing. Like, real society actually kind of sucks.
It does. Modernity sucks.
Modernity sucks. The 21st century, they weren't living in that, actually.
Yeah.
For years and years and years, they were living like fucking in the 60s desert.
Yeah.
Like they're in a goddamn caravan. That's the kind of life they were living.
Yeah.
Now, they're living like us.
Well, it's great because they went from a place of just like pure struggle, which
Yeah.
demands rigid, horrible hierarchies. Now, to this place, I think what they're going to do is they're going to fuck around and be like, I think we're going to start giving people rights.
Yeah.
So we can take the rights away again. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because that's kind of what
That's
we do
great.
in America,
That's
right?
great, yeah.
It's just like, let's give rights out and like, let's liberalize so we can then become conservative
Okay,
again.
fine. Women can breathe.
Yeah.
Okay? We'll give you that. Dude, you know, I just can't wait for someone who's been saying like death to the infidels his whole life.
Yeah.
Being like, so we're going to circle back to that in post. Like,
Yeah.
now they're doing like work talk. You know, they're on Slack.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They got like 18,000 tabs open.
Yeah.
All that shit, dude.
But it's interesting because they're going to have to go on the same trajectory that we have and most other countries have, where it's like, okay, now we've exercised power as is,
Yeah.
right? Where
Yeah.
it's through force, brutality, imposition of our will. Now what's the new currency? The Taliban now have to find their way into our discourse where it's like, hey, I'm oppressed. Now give me things for that.
Sure.
And find struggle now through being a victim.
Right.
Right? That's the new currency for them. It's like the Bitcoin of basically trauma is what I call it.
I mean, the stock of their whole thing is going down because none of them are buying into the actual thing.
Yeah.
So it's
Happiness is an activity. This is what we are learning, right?
Yeah.
It's like you can never just
and
achieve a
Taliban
thing
knows
and
this
be okay.
now. Do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life.
Yes.
That's what they realized.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And they were doing what they loved.
It was
killing
just,
people.
It was a perfect bros before hoes paradise.
But
you know,
it's interesting. It's like you know when you fought like in Catch Me If You Can, right?
Yeah.
That movie. This career criminal who was a con man who had to forge is now catching criminals or now forging shit himself to catch criminals. What's the Western version of beheading? Like, what's the office version?
For us, it's school shootings.
School shootings.
Right?
No,
'Cause
what I'm
we
saying,
don't go to war in
No,
this
what I'm
country.
saying is, what's the skill you put that guy in? He's just
Oh,
been
right.
beheading for 30 years.
Beheading for 30 years.
You know,
I mean,
supermarket, you know?
Yeah,
You put him in the butcher shop.
butcher shop.
You know? What do you do with this guy?
What do you do with them? Like,
You know?
where else are these skills applicable?
I guess at the butcher shop. You got to go Tom Thumb.
But this is what happens, though. This is when you start, and this is how military adventurism starts. They'll probably go to like Kashmir or something
Yeah.
and start like, trying to rile shit up there because they're not comfortable just sitting still, and nor should they be.
This is the Tom Brady moment.
Yeah.
He retired, from football.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna help my wife now. I'm gonna be a good guy. 2 days later, dude, Tom Brady changed one diaper. He's like, dude, what the fuck is this? And then he went right back into it.
I know.
And what happens? He had a shitty season, and now he's he retired.
Yeah.
Oh God, Giselle's gone. She was getting.
She left him, right?
Yeah. Anyway.
It's rough, dude. I mean, not that he can't just I mean, whatever.
Bring her back.
It was like the love, you know what I mean?
But
They
that's
had a bunch
Giselle.
of kids together.
That's next squad, bro.
Yeah, her name starts with Jizz.
Come
That's
on.
how fucking hot she is.
Giselle. That's
Yeah.
female jizz.
Yeah, exactly. This is just like, what the fuck are you doing? How's it gonna get better than that? You know?
It's jizz and a gazelle.
Yeah. It's a gazelle of jizz. Yeah.
It's a gazelle you want to fuck.
Oh, she's hot. She is a hot, yeah. But here's the thing, even Taliban doesn't even have that. They don't even have the wife to leave because they're like all in Kabul now. Their wives are in like Kamba Kang, you know, or some shit, you know, and she's fucking in some village. And dude, I can't imagine that Kabul is a better place to live.
No,
Man.
it's got to be a total shit place to live, dude.
Afghanistan's got to be one of the worst fucking places, just on every level.
Yeah,
Dude, I can't imagine anything fun there.
I mean, I don't. You know, the thing about it is that it's really pretty.
I mean, like the mountain ranges and
mountains
Khyber
like,
Pass.
Yeah,
and all that, right?
like the nature of it. Like, I wonder if we can go visit Afghanistan as tourists now.
Probably.
Now that it is a settled place.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, we are
well, you know what? The
two
other thing they're
men.
doing is now they're blowing shit up in Pakistan. That's actually
Yeah.
the next front of
Yeah.
what there is. Is like, we hate Pakistanis.
Dude, it is the brown version of Manifest Destiny, right?
Yeah.
It's like just like blow shit up from coast to shining coast.
It is.
And why is it shining? Because it's fucking on fire, dude. But that's the thing is like you don't know where it's gonna go. Nothing's worse than a antsy terrorist. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
He's itching for a bruising.
Well, listen, this is what I was touching on just a second ago. Is like, what's their version of school shooting going to be? Because that's
Right,
our thing.
right.
That's how we've learned to sublimate our martial tendencies. Because now when we fight wars, we don't really fight wars, right? We
we're
hire
playing-
minimum wage like high school guys who just get out of high school barely and who love Call of Duty.
Can
And
you
then-
press enter? Well, then
Yeah,
the U.S. Army might be right for you.
Exactly. And then you got the drones now, right? It's like automated warfare.
Yeah.
So it's like we don't even really have soldiers who have like real righteous struggles. for
That's
anything.
boot camp now in Army is Mavis Beacon.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Can you type, bitch? Faster!
So that's why we have kids who are like shooting the school up, right? It's
Right.
like there needs to be a place for this like dark libidinal energy of men to go and kill things and destroy
So
things.
let's combine the shit. I got this. Take the school shooters, ship them to Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Have them school shoot the Taliban.
Well, we tried that for a little bit and it
I
didn't
know.
fully work.
I know.
You know, because we don't like. Because the thing is, it's not just that. It's like you need meaning behind it,
Right.
right? Like you need. That's why all the school shooters here, they all have like manifestos or like
Sure.
reasons behind why they're doing what they're doing. But a guy who just goes to Afghanistan and is just like, what? I'm gonna shoot some basically fucking cave dwelling like illiterate dude who's just trying to defend his country. It's not quite as satisfying as like, I hate these fucking rich jocks and fucking beautiful chads.
That's the thing.
Hoarding all the pussy.
I
et cetera.
agree with most manifestos. I see them. I see
Right.
where you're coming from, bro. You know, it's like a genuine like, man, these girls aren't fucking you, man. It's rough. You know, when we go one day without jacking off, we start, animalistic. So it's like, I get the idea of like, once you feel like no woman on earth wants you.
Yeah.
You're just like, dude, where does it?
Yeah, you need to. How are they gonna? When is the goose gonna be cooked for these people? Right? For any society, that's always the thing: is the struggle of coming to a place of completion. But that place is always an imperfect place. Is there such thing as enlightenment? Is there such a thing as true happiness? Not really. Happiness happens through struggle, and this is what we're learning through the T-ban.
And the T-ban, I was kind of feeling bad for them too. I guess.
Me too.
I was like, shit, dude.
Yeah, these are people who have a very poetic soul. I remember that we have that book, Poetry of the Taliban, right? And you read the book, it's like these are very romantic souled people, right?
They can't fuck women publicly, so they like use all that love energy to God.
Listen,
it's beautiful.
100%.
So
And
it's
even
like-
to women, where they're just like, meet me in the roses in the mountain.
Yeah,
and
we shall
we'll
read the-
share a glance,
Read the Quran together.
Yeah, exactly. Like their sense of romance operates at the level of like
100%.
a 5-year-old or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's like, I looked at you. Yeah. Right?
I told you I would touch tits when I was a kid and Muslim, run away.
Yeah, exactly.
And in my car, look at my hand like you.
But that's the best way to fuck and to have sex and stuff.
Yeah.
That's when it's easy to bust. For us now who are just saturated with sex and pussy, it's like, oh God, I have a hard time coming sometimes.
Dude, unless the girl says her name's Siddiquee, I
yeah,
can't even do it.
exactly.
Like,
you know,
it has to be my dad's name. I mean, it's brutal.
It's
what I've
really-
become,
it's really-
who I am.
It's so rough out here.
If
it's
my-
rough in these sheets.
You know,
it's rough in these sheets. You know.
got him. If my, you ever had that podcast TED Talk convo where like, if my 12-year-old self could see me now,
Right.
What would he think? And I wouldn't even allow him to look at me.
No.
I'm like, you don't want, because he's like, yeah, really, huh?
Yeah.
Siddiquee in bed, huh? Wow.
It used to be I was in love with, ex-girl, right? My Nguyen. And you just had these amazing pent-up feelings for these crushes.
Dude, I would
know?
like fall asleep to like just thinking about them. And I wake up like rosy cheeked.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The sun rose and fell,
With these girls. I would change my hall pass, like hallway walking to catch a glimpse.
Yeah.
Nirja. Oh, Nirja. What a name. Nirja dates some white guy from JP Morgan now.
Nirja, but Farja,
Ooh, and I want Ja.
Yeah, and I want Ja.
Bro, and maybe I'd brush your little shoulder, like I'll brush.
I know.
Do a little shoulder molestation.
Just to smell your crush as a child, you're like, oh my gosh, it's intoxicating.
The amount of smell rape I've done, like non-consensual smell.
You're going straight Bidening. You're Bidening girls out there.
My olfactory
in the cafeteria speaking about him.
Dude.
Khadijah.
This is Harvey Weinstein. This is Kevin Spacey, dude. My nose was just always in there, bro. Always in the mix, dude. I was
Smell of a woman.
creepy kid. I was a creepy little kid, bro. Creepy, bro.
And that's the Taliban. That's like where they
100%.
are like. That's the limitations of their consciousness, which is beautiful.
100%. At that moment, I would have gotten a rocket launcher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that smelly moment.
Exactly. It's like, oh, she looked at me. I better go kill some Americans. I gotta go. You rush off with a rocket launcher.
Here's the thing.
I gotta go blow something up.
Rush off.
Yeah.
Like it's recess.
Yeah, it's like you're just scared.
And all those, because the Afghanis knew about that too. So they'd be like, to the kids, they'd be like, you like Brenda, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's really gonna impress her?
Yeah, exactly.
You blowing up that American. And he's like, what? Go do it. They use that for the kids too.
Yeah.
Hey, you like Starburst?
Exactly.
Hey, if you kill that white guy, there's like Starburst
10
there.
Starburst.
10
All
Starburst.
reds.
Yeah.
All reds.
None of that watermelon bullshit.
But you know what? Look what happens though. Now they've acquired Brenda.
Yeah.
Now they're just like, oh, Brenda's fat. I got 5 kids. They won't shut up.
You fuck Brenda enough times.
I'm sitting in this fucking office.
That's the thing, dude.
They've acquired the thing.
They have the thing, dude. And I don't know the step out of it. I do feel like they might leave to join other movements that you just said that are like,
some of them will. You know
like,
what I mean?
Hezbollah.
Some of them are people who are just like, oh, I genuinely wanted to defend my country and my homeland, and now I've reached that place, and now this is the next struggle is finding meaning here, and
what I really feel
he'll
bad
become
for?
a local youth imam or something,
I feel really bad.
He'll start a car rental business, which the cars will explode.
If it's overdue, the car will actually explode. And the insurance on that fucking thing, dude, it's like $8 million. I'm feeling for the kids too, because they're like in bed, like, Abdul, you're not even fun anymore.
Yeah.
What happened? We used to laugh together. Now
I can't. You made him German. You used to laugh
together. Oh, what's happened?
What's happened, Abdul?
Oh, the Germans and fucking Afghanis would fucking connect in a weird way.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
100%.
They would connect. Penises and buttholes, specifically.
Dude, I mean, his thing is that the most godless people and the most godful people. It all meets in the butt.
That's true.
It all meets in the butt. Don't you guys worry about that. It's the intersection of dick and butt.
Oh my god.
We're gonna keep going. You want to go on the Shamima Begum story?
Yeah, let's actually talk about Shamima.
There we go. So in the ISIS,
I'm gonna pull up the now on related topic. I want to pull up the actual Times article.
Yeah. So the next story we got, basically the Shamima Begum story, which is this woman from the UK who went to Middle East to join an ISIS or marry an ISIS fighter. Guy named Iago.
Right.
Sounds like a final boss of a fucking video game of Streets of Rage or something.
Yeah.
And so basically what happens is she wants to come back to the UK, and she's like petitioning many times, like, please, I'm no longer an ISIS fighter.
I've been listening to the podcast about this. It's like a BBC podcast called I'm Not a Monster.
Yeah.
And season 2 is about her and how she got wrapped into going and coming back.
Dude, here's my issue with her.
The thing is, they shouldn't realistically let her back. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, this is the thing about her. She herself is being kind of a pussy. You know, where it's like she's still committed to the cause, but she's like, actually, nah. Like you look at this, the Times of London magazine, right? And the guy, I'm convinced that the guy who's like writing the article and doing with her something Baker, Todd Baker, something, just wants to fuck her. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Like, but I like how on the magazine cover, Josh Baker. This
Yeah.
is what this fucking loser's name is, right? I was unveiled the Confessions of Shamima Begum.
Yeah.
This is the Times Magazine article. You look at her, and this is how they're trying to normalize her. They're showing her cleavage off.
Yeah.
Right? They're showing she's got some mild cleavage. She's got on a hat. They're trying to make her look as like Western and normal, quote, normal as possible.
But she looks like she was dressed by a Muslim too. Like that is not what we actually wear anymore.
It's just like
You know what I'm
it's like
saying?
her being like, "Hello, fellow sluts.
Yeah.
Look at me showing my arms
But this is
off." Huh?
what she's dressed like. She looks like she's Eminem's groupie.
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. But you look at her right now,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, yeah, you're trying to flash a little bit of cleavage, show off some titties, so you can kind of get back into the
Get
UK
back in.
as some chavvy hoe, right? But you look at her eyes, and there's still that faint whisper of autism, where it's like, I want to be an ISIS.
It's all in the eyes.
You know, it's like that inbred kind of autism she's got in her eyes, right? It's like she's got that weird strabismus, very faint strabismus.
Well, you know, because it's there in all the fanatics. It's that sort of like nothing's really there. It's all like up there, and the strabismus comes from looking up so much.
Yeah.
Like, oh Allah, Allah, and next thing you know, you can't look down anymore.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Yeah. I would, of course, I would definitely fuck her.
I would fuck her, like in wedlock in Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying?
Right, okay,
That's the
wow.
kind of kink for me. Like it's like a
To
terrorist
marry her.
role play.
You're I'm so kinky. I want to like fuck somebody, just one person,
Yeah.
for like 40 years.
Yeah.
In Afghanistan.
Oh my god.
Shamima.
Dude, I don't like her. And I know, you know, maybe her last name's Begum. My mom's last name is Begum. I don't love the
What is up with the last name Begum? It seems like weirdly, it just means woman.
maybe. I don't even know. I don't even
Is that
know.
your mom's actual last name?
Maybe my mom was called that so much she just thought it was her last name or something like
Because
that.
like her brothers
Yeah.
aren't last names aren't Begum.
No.
Right?
No. I don't even know. I didn't even know it was named after a girl. I had no idea. That was just a name.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea how like Islamic nomenclature works, right?
Bengali shit, you know. But
Bengali shit.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you know how names have no value in
Right.
like it's like whatever you put under the last test is the name you have for your life.
Yeah.
But this woman I don't like. She's trying to make it happen. She's throwing some cleavage out there.
Yeah.
You know, hello, fellow sluts,
Yeah.
right? And we're gonna keep the story going on the Patreon.
For the Patreon.
Your mango babe.